Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Jenifer and I post beauty and fashion videos. So if you like that type of content, definitely hit that big red subscribe button down below. But today we are diving into the world of Kerastase hair care. I have been exclusively using Kerastase on my hair since the summer, and I swear my hair has never been this healthy in my life. And today we are going to be talking all about the different collections within the Kerastase brand because there are quite a few. It's a little bit overwhelming, but my purpose for today's video is to help educate you guys on the various lines within Kerastase so that way you know which line is right for you. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video. As always, I will have a link to all these different collections down in the description box in case you wanted to read up on anything further. And today I'm just going to do an overview of the collection itself. I will have dedicated collection videos coming out in the future, going over each individual product and sharing with you guys how to use them. So if that interests you, make sure you are subscribed. But first up, we have Blond Absolu. Now this line is for all the blonde babes out there, whether you are a natural blonde or you bleach your hair to be blonde. The Blond Absolu line contains hyaluronic acid and edelweiss flower, which is going to deeply hydrate and strengthen the hair fiber as well as neutralize any brassiness. Next up, we have Chroma Absolute, and Chroma Absolute is for color treated hair. This line is designed to prevent color fading. It's going to help strengthen the hair, increase shine, and it also has built-in anti-frizz properties. So if you color your hair, even if you're a blonde, you can use Chroma as well. This line is one of my favorites from Kerastase. It smells incredible. So I do want to quickly mention a lot of the Kerastase names are in French and your girl does not speak an ounce of French. I wouldn't even know where to begin on how to pronounce these words. So I'm 99.9% positive I'm pronouncing everything incorrectly. So bear with me. The next line is called Chronologiste, and this is the anti-aging hair care line. So think about those that have said, you know, my hair isn't what it used to be 20 years ago. My hair has changed as I've gotten older. This line is designed for people going through that kind of transition of hair texture change or something along those lines. This line has bits of all of the Kerastase lines, I feel. And some of the products within the Chronologiste line do contain caviar. So it is definitely their most luxurious line. This line does contain vitamin E, hyaluronic acid, and absine, and it is going to help give your hair that bounce and volume back. Next up is Curl Manifesto. This line does contain Manuka honey, and this line is for all the curly hair and coily haired babes. This is going to help strengthen your curls. It's going to provide definition, and it's going to give your curls shine. This line will also give your hair extra hydration because, as we know, those with curly hair need a little bit more moisture than those with straight hair. And this line is for those that wear their hair naturally curly. If you are somebody that has naturally curly hair, but you straighten it like I do, this line is not for you. This is really catered to those that wear their hair curly or coily. Next line is called Densifique. This line caters to those with thinning hair. So it's going to help increase the hair density, making it feel thicker. It's also got kind of like a built-in texturizer feel to it. It's going to strengthen the hair. This line also contains hyaluronic acid and intracycline, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is going to help strengthen and protect your hair. If you have frizzy hair like I do, this next line is going to be your best friend. It is called Discipline. And within the Discipline range, there are two smaller lines. The first line is called Discipline, and this is for those that are wanting frizz-free hair. Maybe you want to do a big bouncy blowout, but you just want to eliminate the frizz. Discipline would be great for that. If you are somebody like me that loves sleek, straight hair and you want zero frizz and zero volume, then you're gonna wanna reach for the line called Discipline Oleo, which is my #1 favorite line from Kerastase, the Discipline Oleo. I have been using it for a couple months now and I absolutely love it. When you use it, you can almost feel your hair just kind of like flatten in the shower, and it just makes blow drying and styling so much easier, especially because I wear my hair like this, and it really gets rid of the frizz, which is what I love. And so again, if you are somebody that still wants volume in your hair, you'll want to use the Discipline line. If you are wanting straight sleek hair, zero volume, zero frizz, you will want to use the Oleo. So just to kind of remember the difference on the two, Discipline, you still want volume and no frizz. Oleo, you want no volume, no frizz. Elixir Ultimmune is the next line, and this line is designed to give you softer, shinier hair. This line is packed with a bunch of oils in it, and even though I say that, this line still remains incredibly lightweight. If you are somebody that has fine hair and you're really wanting soft, shiny hair, you can use this line because it won't weigh your hair down. Sometimes a lot of lines that contain a lot of oils really scare people because they tend to be on the heavier side. That is not the case with Elixir. I have used it myself and I love it. The next line is very, very small. It's only got 2 products and it is the Fusio scrub line. I use the green scrub, which is the one for normal to sensitive scalps. There is a blue container that is more geared towards those with an oily scalp. Both scrubs essentially do the same thing. What I love about the Kerastase scrub is sometimes you go to use a scalp scrub and just getting the granules out of your hair is a nightmare in itself. Well, with the Kerastase scrubs, as you work them into the scalp, the beads or the granules start to dissolve, and by the end, you're just left with a foaming shampoo, essentially. It really does a great job at clarifying the hair. It feels good. And I just love this. I use it every single time I shower as my first shampoo. And my hair is just left feeling so clean, so healthy. And even though it does have some clarifying benefits in it, it's not overly stripping or overly drying. I love, love, love their scalp scrubs. The next line is Genesis. And this line is designed for those that need stronger hair. So maybe your hair breaks off when you brush it. I recently learned that this line is great for postpartum, post-COVID, as you're going through your hair loss and you need to strengthen the regrowth. This is the line for you. This line is designed to really strengthen the hair, and it strengthens it from the anchor at the root all the way down to the end. And part 2 of Genesis is a line called Genesis Homme, which is the men's line. And this line has creatine in it, and it's really designed to help strengthen the hair for guys, especially weakened hair that is prone to thinning. So this line in the men's line is very, very simple and small: shampoo, a spray, and a paste. And it's catered towards guys that are starting to notice thinning hair. It also has a cooling sensation in it. Guys love products that have that cooling sensation. So this is the men's line from Kerastase. Next up on the Kerastase line is a line called Nutritive. Now this line has been around for a while. However, in the past year or year and a half, they actually reformulated and relaunched this line, and it is designed for those that have dry, dehydrated hair. This line contains skincare inspired ingredients, so you are just left with hydrated, healthy hair. Next up is a line called Resistance, and this line is catered towards damaged hair. And within this line, there's actually 3 separate lines. And the first one is called Architect. Architect is for your traditional damaged hair. You need it repaired. The second line is one called Therapiste, and this line is for the overprocessed, severely damaged hair. Think of like cotton candy, stretchy as a rubber band. Your hair needs some serious therapy. Therapiste is the line for you. The third line in this collection is one that I had been testing out for several months, and I have a video coming out dedicated to my experience with this line. It is called Extensioniste. And you probably immediately think of the word extensions. This line is designed to grow your hair longer. And on average, the average hair growth cycle is about a ½ inch per month. Well, according to some of the Kerastase reps, they claim that this line will actually increase your hair growth speed to where you could see an average of 1 inch per month. So when I heard that, I had to put it to the test. I used it for 3 consecutive months. And again, I have a video coming out about my results, my opinions, all things on that line. But just a quick recap. Architect is for your normal damaged hair. Therapiste is severely damaged hair. And Extensioniste is if you want to grow your hair longer. Why Extensioniste is part of the damaged hair care line, I don't really know. I'm assuming if you damaged your ends and your hair is just not growing because of that. But I feel like Extensioniste should have its own line, but that is the Resistance category. Soleil is our next line, and Soleil is really catered towards the people that are out in the sun all the time. So if you are out in the sun playing tennis or any kind of sport, you are a swimmer, so chlorine, salt water, this line is really designed to help protect the hair. It also has ingredients that are gonna help prevent your color from fading in the sun. So if you are somebody that's looking for that line to essentially detox or clean out your hair from chlorine, salt water, things like that, you are going to want to check out Soleil. The next line is called Specifique, and Specifique is the line designed to improve your scalp health. Or if you are somebody that has to wash your hair every day due to your hair being oily. So Specifique is catered towards the people that have an itchy scalp, dandruff, an oily scalp, maybe your hair is thinning, you just have an unbalanced scalp and you're looking to balance the scalp, Specifique would be the line for you. And last but not least is a line called Symbiose. Symbiose is the dandruff line. So if you are somebody who suffers from dandruff, then Symbiose would be the line for you. Just a quick clarification, dandruff is something that you have all year round. If you notice that your hair gets dry and flaky only in the winter time, it's most likely due to a dry scalp. So you would want to check out the Specifique line or the Fusio scrub line, but Symbiose is really catered to those that suffer with dandruff. One of the exfoliating ingredients within this line is salicylic acid. So if you are somebody that has color treated hair, you are going to want to wait 2 weeks before using this line after you colored your hair, because the salicylic acid can strip the hair color a little bit. You may not notice it as much if you're on the lighter hair color side, but if you have dark hair, you just want to wait 2 weeks before using this line. As far as the scrub and shampoos go, the serums and everything you'll be fine with. But I just wanted to mention that. So again, Symbiose is for dandruff. So those are the collections kind of in a whole. And before we wrap up this video, there are a couple things I want to mention. There are only 3 sulfate-free shampoos within the Kerastase range, and they are Chroma for color treated hair, Symbiose for dandruff. And the last one is Discipline, but the original Discipline. The Discipline Oleo shampoo is not sulfate free, so you want to grab the Discipline. So again, Chroma, Symbiose, and Discipline. So with these collections being so large, sometimes it's hard to figure out which collection would be right for you. Maybe you are trying to grow your hair longer, but your hair is also very dry. So which line would you use, Nutritive or Extensioniste? And sometimes it can be hard trying to figure out which one would be the best option for you. So I would say my suggestion to you would be, which concern do you want to target first? Is it the dryness or is it the hair growth? If it's the dryness, then I would go with Nutritive. Once you feel like your hair has improved, then switch to Extensioniste. Kerastase designed their products to be used together as far as shampoos and conditioners. So you want to stick within the same line. So I would not recommend using the Nutritive shampoo and the Extensioniste mask. Now, could you? Sure, you can do whatever you want, but we were trained through Kerastase to stay within the line, and they have it designed so that way once your hair improves in one concern, you can move on to addressing something else. So you're really never using the same shampoo and conditioner forever. You are going to rotate between the lines depending on your hair concern, what you want for your hair, and just what your hair is doing at the time. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. As I mentioned in the beginning, everything is linked down in the description box for you. And I will have detailed videos coming out probably over the next year, going into detail about every single collection with Kerastase. So that way you know how to use the products, which products are right for you, and all of that. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.